According to Randy Cage, you do not create your future, you create your habits, and your habits create your future. And according to best-selling author Jim Rohn, your level of success can hardly exceed your level of personal development. As far as I'm concerned, capacity building and personal development in general is one of the most underrated concepts of all time. There are millions of youths out there, especially according to Randy Cage, you do not create your future, you create your habits that they do not deserve because they depend on. And according to best-selling author Jim Rohn, your level of success can hardly exceed asset is the certificate they got from the university. As far as I'm concerned, capacity building and personal development in general education, an education that ends when you finish school. There are when you finish school is actually when you need according to Randy Cage, you do not create your future, you need to create a different kind of education because that can help you to face. And according to best-selling author Jim Rohn, the level of success is called self-education. Self-education never ends. It is about you building yourself. When you look at the list of the most successful people in the world, their greatest secret is not formal education or a certificate. Their secret is self-education. So self-education gives you the real life skills required to solve real life problems. We're talking about mindset development, mastering the greatest asset God has given to you, which is your mind. The poor people are slaves to their minds. The rich people or the successful folks out there, they are masters of their minds. We're talking about emotional intelligence because money is emotional. You have to know how to master your emotions. All right, talking about financial literacy, you've got to know how money works. Otherwise, you'll be a slave to money all your life. This is self-education. We're talking about communication. Your level of success can hardly exceed your level of personal development. As far as I'm concerned, capacity building and personal development in general is one of the most underrated concepts of all time. There are millions of youths out there, especially in Africa, that are roaming the street, living a life of poverty and mediocrity that they do not deserve because they depend on formal education. For these youths or for these individuals, their greatest asset is the certificate they got from the university. What a shame. These people depend on formal education, an education that ends when you finish school. When you finish school is actually when you need more education because now you're about to face life. You need a different kind of education that can help you to face real life challenges. And this kind of education is called self-education. Self-education never ends. It is about you building yourself. When you look at the list of the most successful people in the world, their greatest secret is not formal education or a certificate. Their secret is self-education. So self-education gives you the real life skills required to solve real life problems. We're talking about mindset development, mastering the greatest asset God has given to you, which is your mind. The poor people are slaves to their minds. The rich people or the successful folks out there, they are masters of their minds. We're talking about emotional intelligence because money is emotional. You have to know how to master your emotions. All right, talking about financial literacy, you've got to know how money works. Otherwise, you'll be a slave to money all your life. This is self-education. We're talking about communication skills, public speaking. According to Les Brown, when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. It doesn't matter how talented you are or how gifted you are. If you don't have good communication skills, you will not be able to even get married because you cannot communicate. You cannot even sell yourself to your life partner. That's why communication skills is so essential. We have people skills, the psychology of human beings. How can you get anybody to do anything? This is self-education. We're talking about winners' habits, those habits of success. There are habits that will lead you only to failure. So if your habits include laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, addicted to social media, jumping from WhatsApp, Instagram to Facebook, back to WhatsApp again, addiction to sleep, Netflix. If these are your daily habits, your village people don't need to waste time on your matter because you're already programming yourself for a life of mediocrity and failure. Because these things I've mentioned, they're called enemies of success. And so when you see what the successful folks out there are doing, they're focusing instead on building consistency, building discipline. They're focused on trainings. They're focused on reading, anything that is going to build their mind. And so these are habits of success. And so we talk about winners' habits. These things are not taught in school, but this is what we call self-education. And for me, the two greatest self-education that you can have is consistency and discipline. If you look at the most successful folks out there, the richest folks out there, if you will, whatever success means to you, two things that they all have is discipline and consistency. Now, if you look at the low achievers, most of the low achievers, most of the poor people out there, two things they lack is discipline and consistency. These things are not taught in school. This is why you should never joke with capacity building and personal development, because it doesn't matter how anointed you are or how gifted you are or everything God has willed for you to be in this life. If you don't build a capacity, if you don't build discipline, consistency, you are going to die in mediocrity, die in poverty, even though you are the most anointed person in the world. Another very important education that is not taught in school is time management, because our greatest asset is our time. How you spend your time is what has brought you to where you are. The rich people invest their time in high leverage activities, while the poor folks invest their time in low leverage activities. And so how you choose to spend your time eventually is who you become. Listen, guys, I am that guy. I was born in one of the poorest villages in the whole of Nigeria. I spent my entire early years selling. Up till the age of 16, I was selling on the street. Every morning I would go sell before I go to school, and every evening I'm off to the street again to go and sell just to support family. This is the condition I was bettered into. But capacity building changed everything for me. I spent my entire 20s building capacities. Once I managed to get to the university, from within the age of 20 to 30, I was able to learn how to sing, learn how to play the guitar. I was able to learn 4 international languages. Today I speak fluently French, English, Italian, and Spanish. I can't even begin to tell you what capacity building has done for me, guys. Thanks to these languages I speak today, I'm the official interpreter of the Italian embassy here in Abuja. I have interpreted in countless French embassies here in Abuja and beyond. I have also been honored by the Edo State government as an international guest during a meeting with some of the top government officials from Italy to come and sensitize women on sex trafficking in Benin City. I can go on and on. I have built businesses, I have trained thousands of leaders all over the world, public speakers in different countries, different continents of the world, organizing conferences. I have traveled to different countries of the world. Thanks to capacity building, I have had lots of adventures, not just learning languages, but doing exploits I never imagined I could do in my entire lifetime. I have also built a reputation for myself as a renowned international MC, where I have MC'd with some very big names internationally. Some of my co-MCs have actually been broadcasters from CNN.
I'm excited to be here, but I'm not here alone tonight. The other side of the world, that is Casey from Abuja, Nigeria.
Hi, Helen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can guarantee you, we're about to take you on a ride that is unforgettable, on a ride that is going to change the course of your life. Helen, I'm excited, I'm expectant, and I cannot wait to listen to everything we have in store tonight.
Well, yes, Casey, we have been waiting for this moment almost 6 months, yes?
Why am I sharing all of this with you? It's not to brag about my achievements. I mean, it's to share with you. Look at my background. Up to 16, I was selling on the street. I studied English language, guys, in the University of Abuja. I could have, been comfortable with studying English in university, but I went beyond that to build so many capacities. And for me, the greatest capacity I have built in my life is consistency and discipline, because that pushes me every single day. Even right now, I know that I'm just beginning. I'm just in chapter 1.0. But when you build discipline, build consistency, when you build capacity, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Even if you don't have any talent whatsoever, building capacity is going to help you open you up to a world that you never imagined could belong to you. When I was young, I never imagined that I could achieve any form of success because I felt limited by the kind of family I was born into. But that's what capacity building can do for you. And that is why I invite you sincerely to come and be a part of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We help people to become the best version of themselves. We help you to acquire the daily habits, the routines, the mindset, and the belief system of the most successful people in the world. Even if you're a chronic procrastinator, if you're a hopelessly lazy person, come to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We're going to transform your lives. Our dream is to build trainers in every city of the world. Not just trainers that will come here to earn themselves lots of money. Our most important interest is to build some of the best public speakers, some of the best leaders, the most disciplined, the most consistent, the most amazing people all over the world. We want to build a community of people that are willing to change their lives and to change the world. And so if your dream is to become the best version of yourself, if it is your dream to build your capacity and realize your highest potential, becoming the greatest, the happiest, and the most unstoppable version of yourself, I welcome you to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. I will see you at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I welcome you all specially to Becoming the Greatest You Academy, the #1 public speaking and personal development Africa. In the words, you build your future, you build your habits, and your habits build your future. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Becoming the Greatest You Academy has the vision of helping you become all that God wants you to be by helping you build the habits, the routines, and the mindset of successful people in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I welcome you all specially once again. I am Esther Abraham, a proud student of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. Now, this is the time we've all been waiting for. It is an honor to introduce someone very special. He is the founder of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. He is a leadership and personal growth coach. He is a phenomenal leader, a life school coach. He is a foreign language expert. He speaks 4 different languages fluently. He speaks English, Italian, Spanish, and French fluently. He is currently the Italian interpreter for the Italian embassy in Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. Beg your pardon, in Abuja, Nigeria. He's currently the most sought after French interpreters in Nigeria currently. Now, if it's not so much to ask, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's make a warm welcome for no other person than Coach Casey Sunshine. Let's clap, let's go on. Let's welcome our own.
Good evening, everybody. Can I hear your beautiful voices? Good evening, good evening, good evening.
How are you? Coach Casey. Good evening, Coach Casey.
I'm gonna have to mute everybody now, and voila. Okay. So good evening, guys. It's so good to see you all once again. Seeing so many beautiful faces tonight. It's been like forever. It's been like 2 weeks since I last saw you guys, and it feels like I've not seen you all in 2 years. I've missed all of you so much, and it feels good to be back again. I hope you can all hear me clearly. Good evening, Lady Sarah from Delta State. Good evening to all my amazing leaders connected here from all over the world. I'm so excited to be here once again today. I want to welcome you all specially to this session. Now, the best way, if you want to get the best out of this session tonight, I'm just going to, by the way, thank you so much, Lady Esther, for that wonderful MC. I almost forgot that. Thank you so much. You're getting better every day. Today was a lot better than the last time, even though you did so well also the last time. When you speak, the only person I'm hearing her voice is Lady Sarah. You can see how one person can reduplicate themselves to so many other persons all over the world. And that's what we are here to do. The ability to not just have these gifts, but to be able to raise other persons who can become lights to others as well. Because your life does not depend only on you. God is lifting you because there are generations waiting to be lifted by your lifting. And so you can see that why I'm excited by, that transformation that I see in you. So if you want to get the best from this training, you want to, first of all, get your pen and your paper handy. You want to make sure you are not lying down, crossing your leg, and then, just listen to me. That's not the way someone who has a learning attitude will want to get the best from this training. You want to also have your camera on, seated like we are all seated, most of us are right now. Someone who is really serious about getting the best from this training. If you have your camera off, I'm not sure you're going to be my friend tonight because I want to interact with you. I want to speak with you, not just to you. So this is the way you can get the best from this training. Put on your camera, get your pen and paper, and open your heart. Be ready to listen. Whether you're a child or an adult, this goes for everyone. All right. So I'm also going to recommend that you should share the link with which you had connected to this training. Just share it to at least 3 to 5 persons. You will richly bless them tonight if they were to connect. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you all to this session. I don't know how many of you have missed me, but I have missed all of you. Apologies that we couldn't have the last 2 sessions. I have been massively recharging myself so that when I come here, you guys can get the absolute best from me as always. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm very happy to be back. So last week we shared about a very important topic, and I've seen a lot of people running everywhere since that last week's topic. I'm telling myself, Casey is not responsible. I only shared as I was directed to. So last 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks ago, rather. So we shared about change your life in 6 months. If you missed that training, you have missed the training of the year. I'm going to recommend to you to go to our YouTube channel and plug into that meeting. Change your life in 6 months talks about how literally the next 6 months from June to December, from July, I beg your pardon, to December, you can literally change your life. So while I was asking for guidance from the Holy Spirit I want to share today, I realized that the training we had on Saturday is not a one-off training. It's not a training that we can give just once and go and sleep. No, it's a training that has to continue. It's something that we have to continuously resonate in our ears. Because, okay, like 2 weeks ago, we gave that training. A lot of you the next day jumped into action. I was receiving calls. This one wants to start YouTube channel. This one wants to start this. They want to start that. Fantastic. So my question now is, 2 weeks down the line, how is the zeal going? Is that zeal still there? Are you still as pumped up as you were just the day after the training? This is why I feel like I should give a part 2 of that training. Just so for those of you who might have begun to lose your zeal or anything like that, this can be another pump of energy to carry you for another 3 days, for another 1 week or so before we go. Because you know what, I'm rooting for you. I cannot afford to allow you give up on your dreams. As long as I'm here, there's no giving up anywhere. I can't allow anybody to play small. It is impossible. We said goodbye to smallness, to mediocrity, to lacklusterness the last time we had a meeting. And for the next 6 months, it's going to remain that way. Anything small is not coming your way. Are we together? As long as the host has to do your dreams. And that's why we're here today. And the topic for tonight is actually an extension of last week's topic. I just tweaked it a bit, calling it Disappear for 6 months. So last two weeks ago was change your life in 6 months, and this time around is disappear for 6 months. So it's just like a part 2, like an extension of what we did 2 weeks ago. So for the sake of those who were not here, I'm going to try my best to do a recap, all right, of what we did. I'm just going to give you an intro to what I have for you today. I've given you how you can get the best from this training, and I strongly recommend that you should heed to this advice. So let us take a break and imagine for a moment. Imagine for a moment you have 6 months to hibernate, to disappear, and return completely transformed. So we're not asking you to cut off your family. We're not asking you to not take care of your children, not to go to work, or not to go to school if you're a student. That's not what it means. It means you should deliberately cut off needless things from your life and invest the next 6 months on becoming an extraordinary person, capable of creating, sustaining an extraordinary life. Guys, I've told you here severally, I'm going to repeat it again today. The extraordinary life you want can only come when you become an extraordinary person. So realize that life depends on the person first. So there's a person that has to emerge. It is that person that creates what you want. It is not the other way around. So prayers are very good, and I advise you to pray. All right. What else do you do? Wishing and hoping and all of that and having these dreams are good, and I advise you to have dreams and have them big. But these things are not good. Not even prayer will make your dreams come true until you become the person that can attract, that can create, and above all, that can sustain the extraordinary life you're looking for. So there's a person, first of all, that you must become. There's a first person that must emerge, and it's the person that creates what you want. It's the person that attracts it. I've always shared here that everything you're looking for is what? It's looking for you as well, but it's not looking for this version of you. So there's something about this version of you that you have to let go, because this version of you can only continuously sustain the version of friends that you have, the income you currently have, and every other thing around you right now. So if you want more, what do? You become more. As long as you remain who you are, you continuously have the amount of money you currently have, the kinds of friends you currently have. If they are broke, you remain broke, you know, the kind of whatever you have will remain, everything will remain the same. Insanity, according to Albert Einstein, is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. And so for a different result to emerge, something different has to begin. And this something different that has to begin starts from you agreeing, accepting to change yourself. And this is the entire concept of disappearing for 6 months. Can you take a pause and just this next 6 months invest on becoming an extraordinary version of yourself? Because see, if you do the same things you're doing right now, I mean, think about the beginning of the year. We all had those goals we set, isn't it? How many of you remember 1st of January? Hey, we're setting. We're just setting, writing. I want to go to the gym. This year, 2023, I'm going to smash this XYZ number of pounds or kg. I want to lose weight. I want to do this. If you went to the gym on the 3rd of January, the gym will be filled with so many persons. Right now, they've forgotten the road to the gym. So if you continuously do the same thing, you'll have the same result. So it's time for us to understand that for a different result to come, There's got to be something changing. There has to be it's called, I think, neuroelectricity. There has to be a change in your brain. There has to be a change in the pattern of things that you do. There has to be a change in your routine, in your thinking. Yes or yes? And last week we shared that there are 5 different areas you need to work on. Like there are 5 different gaps that usually would stop us from achieving our dreams. So for the sake of those that are not here, I'm really very nice tonight. So I want to just give you those gaps again. Let's summarize them and then see how we can move on from there. We shared last week that there are 5 different gaps that are usually in between where we are and where we want to be. If we want to achieve success, chances are that one of all of these 5 gaps are the stumbling block between where you are and where you want to be. The first one is the knowledge gap. How much knowledge do you have compared to the person that you need to be to achieve all the dreams that you want to achieve? What's your current level of knowledge? Think about that person that is earning millions on weekly, on monthly basis, that person that is inspiring millions of persons all over the world, that person that is crushing all your current dreams right now. Imagine the knowledge that person has compared to the knowledge you currently have. On a scale of 0 to 10, where are you? If that person is in 8 or 9, where are you? And I mentioned last week, when I analyzed this personally, I told myself I'm in 2 over 10. So score yourself. I'm going to rush over it. I'm not repeating the training. And they said there's a skill gap. There's a skill gap between where you are and where you want to be. Skill is the application of knowledge. Skill is not the same thing as knowledge. Knowledge is acquisition of information. Skill is the application of knowledge. You can be very knowledgeable about football, but not know how to play football. You can know the ingredients to bake a cake, but not know how to bake a cake. So skill is when you begin to apply knowledge. There's a skill gap. That person, that extraordinary person that is living that extraordinary life, imagine the skills that they have, that version of you. Now, compared to the skill you currently have, on a scale of 0 to 10, I said the first step is for you to be realistic about where you are. Write it down. Then your mindset. How do you think? The quality of your life is a reflection of the quality of your mind or the way you think. You can never be richer than the way you think. How do you think? Do you think like a poor person or like a rich person? Do you have an abundant mindset or a scarcity mindset? Do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? A lot of times we don't even know we have a fixed mindset. Do you think you don't deserve to be wealthy? Or you think that there's an abundance in the universe, everyone can be rich? How do you think? How are you investing? Every single day you invest physically. I mean, you eat every day because you want to be healthy. You invest in your physical growth. How are you investing in your mind? By reading, by doing the things that are going to continuously generate, build those muscles called the mind. Then what are your habits? What are the habits gap you have? The habits you have right now, compared to the habits the person crushing your dreams have, on a scale of 0 to 10, where are you? And I mentioned last week that no matter how anointed, beautiful, intelligent, and whatever you are, if your current habits include laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, addiction to social media, jumping from Instagram to Facebook to WhatsApp and the rest of that, your village people don't need to waste their time on your matter, because you're already programmed through your habits. You're already programming a life of mediocrity for yourself. You will be anointed and broke. You will be talented and broke. You will be gifted and broke, as long as these are your daily habits. According to Randy Cage, you don't build your future, you build your habits, and your habits build your future. Are we together? So you build your habits, and your habits build your future. Then what are the relationship gaps that you have? When we talk about relationship gaps, we're talking about the quality of people you have in your life, your cycle of influence. We say we are an average of the 5 closest persons in our lives, the 5 closest persons in our lives, the closest folks in your lives. Are they where you want to be? Do they look like who you want to be like? Because if all of you are broke, what's your plan of being rich? You are broke. All your friends are broke too. What's the plan? No, think about it for a second. Then what's the plan? Who will lift who? Who will help who? I think the funny part is that all your broke friends want you to remain broke. All your broke friends want you to remain broke, because the moment you stop being broke, you're going to put them under pressure. You're going to make them start overthinking. Right now, they are relaxed. All of you are broke. You do broke things together. And they want you to remain that way. Because now, if you become rich, or if anything changes, people will now start reminding them, look at that your friend that used to be broke together. Look at him, he's now rich. So you're going to start putting them under some kind of pressure. They don't want that. So your broke friends want you to remain broke. Are we together? So those are the 5 gaps that we got to work on if you want to be successful. It's important. Be honest to yourself, my dear. See, prayer is important. But as you are praying, be building skills, build knowledge, build your mindset, build habits. Because even if you go to church, if you spend 24 hours every day in church, every day of your life, you can be surprised that you can do all of that and still be broke. Not because God does not want to help you, but what should he help? Even God says God will bless the work of your hand. Which work is he going to bless? When Jesus was picking all his disciples, did he see him pick anybody that was idle? He met them walking. He said, "You follow me." All those that were at home doing nothing, he didn't pick it. Everybody was working. What are you doing? What are you investing in that God should bless as you are doing that prayer? So the next 6 months, we have to get these things right. There are universal laws that if you understand them and you respect them, money is going to be coming to you. You're not going to go after money, because actually money is not meant to be chased after. Money is meant to be attracted based on the quality of the person we are becoming. But the mistake is that we're always chasing money. And the more you chase money, the farther away money goes. You prepare for opportunities. Don't look for opportunities. When you prepare for opportunities, they will look for you, whether it's in the UK, in your village, they'll be calling you. Please come and do this for our company. In the UK, you are in your village. But if you're not prepared for opportunity, if you're not building yourself, see, even if you travel to the UK, you will still go there and be cleaning someone's garage, because you're not prepared. Even if you go to the biggest countries where there are opportunities, you will still be there and be poor. Hello. In the equation of success, I've mentioned it here. Preparation is 99%. Opportunity is just 1%. For the next 6 months, we are going to prepare for success. Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready for us to go? Okay, fantastic. So before I delve into what I really want to show you guys tonight, I've prepared a very special video for you. And I feel like this video is really going to transform our lives, mine inclusive, because I started this 6-month journey with all of you 2 weeks ago. And for those of you that have not started, you can start today. And every single day, I'm watching myself, literally, I'm watching a new version of myself every day. I'm not asking you to do this, I'm doing it myself. And that's the beauty. It's the beauty of my journey. The fact that I can be on this journey with you guys. The fact that I can tell you to do things that is making so much sense in my life. Are we together? So we're going to watch this video. Pick up your pen and paper. If you've not been paying attention, do not miss any part of this video. Just as many. If I were you, I'll get like 3 pages of what this video is going to say, because very soon we're going to talk about it. So ladies and gentlemen, disappear for 6 months and rebuild yourself. Enjoy yourself and see you when we get back.
If you really want to be successful, if you really want to go to the next level, if you really want to prove all your doubters and haters and naysayers wrong, you have to be willing to disappear for 6 months. You have to be willing to disappear for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, as long as it takes for you to metamorph into the brand new you. See, the mindset of greatness is what will allow you to stay inside while you're trying to put yourself in a position 6 months from now to come back outside a brand new human being. Make the world remember your name. Make the world say, wow, what in the world have you been doing? It's discipline, discipline, and more discipline. The great Zig Ziglar says, self-discipline is doing within while you're doing without. Oh, you don't believe that it can happen for you? You don't believe that if you disappear for 6 months and come up with a game plan and execute that game plan, that you can change your life?
Sure, you can talk about it. Sure, you can plan it. Sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can go to the conference and hear about it. You can read about it. But at some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you.
I chose to sit my butt down and get to work and grind hard each and every day and celebrate the small wins along the way. And let one day become 2, and 2 days become 3, and 3 days become 4, and 4 turned into a week, and a week turned into a month, and a month turned into 2 months, and 2 months became 3, and 3 became 4, and 5 became 6. And when I showed myself, the world knew I had been working. I knew I had been working. I was a different animal. I was a different beast. And it's now time for you to unleash your beast to the world. But first you gotta shut yourself down for 6 months.
You have unfinished business. You got work to do. And so one thing we are going to have to get crystal clear about is that if I failed, then I can win. I'm talking to that track star. I'm talking to that athlete. I'm talking to that student. I'm talking to the person who failed the exam over and over and over again. I'm talking to that individual who feels as though all hope is lost. If you are still alive, you've got something left. Thomas Edison, he was fired from his first 2 jobs. His teachers coined him stupid, that he couldn't learn anything. This is the man who invented the light bulb. The first 1,000 times he failed, but he was never a failure. He just found 1,000 ways that don't work. You're no Thomas Edison. You didn't try 1,000 times. Try 1,000 times and then come talk to me and tell me you're not enough. Tell me you don't have what it takes. Tell me you're stupid. Tell me you're dumb. Tell me you're slow. Tell me you don't have enough. Whatever pushed you to the ground, whatever knocked you to the floor, from that place, I want you to look it in the eye and tell it. Tell that person, tell that circumstance, tell that place, tell whatever it is that knocked you to the floor. You can't keep me here.
But up until now, you haven't taken the necessary steps to put yourself in a position to win. The next level awaits, but it will require you to shut yourself down. Put yourself in a room. Get out your pad and paper and start writing each and every goal that you have down, and start coming up with a plan and start executing that plan. Oh yeah, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fall, you're gonna have setbacks, you're gonna have adversity, you're gonna have things that slow you down. But that's why the word revise was created, because it means you have to go back and sit down again and revise and restructure and realize what worked and realize what didn't work.
If you're going to understand the program of resiliency, we are going to have to stop running from difficult times. Stop praying that the storm will pass over you and pray to grow through the storm. Stop going around it, go through it. What you go through, you will grow through. Some fights are not won in the first round. Flat out. And the moment that you get that and you get crystal clear and you accept the fact that there are some giants that you will not defeat in the first round. You're not going to hit the million with the first investment. You're not going to hit the home run at first swing. But resiliency says, I belong here and I deserve another shot. I want my opportunity. Give me my opportunity.
See, the mindset of success embraces the difficult days. It keeps grinding because it knows that in the end, all of the hard work pays. Hard work pays off. But if you commit, if you have self-discipline, and you do the things you need to do on a daily basis, 6 months from now, greatness will arrive. 6 months from now, the world will see the new and improved you. 6 months from now, you will walk with a confidence. You will walk with a swagger. It's time for you to ghost the world. It's time for you to disappear for 6 months. Will it be easy? No. That time period will test your mental. That time period will test your will. That time period will test your inner strength. But I'm telling you, you're not the first person to go through something. You have to go through something to get to something. I'm disappearing, y'all. I'll see y'all on the other side. Next time y'all see me, you won't even recognize me. because I'm gonna radiate the greatness that lives inside of me. Disappearing for 6 months will be the best thing that I ever do in my life. There's no rearview mirror. You cannot look back, only look ahead. I need you to endure the sour taste of now to get to the sweet taste of later. Disappear as a mess and reappear in 6 months, ready to live life at your best. This is a great day to win.
Okay, did we learn something? How was that? Did we learn something? Fantastic. Disappearing for 6 months. Go hibernate, go within yourself, shut off distractions. And when you come back, my God, even Coach Casey will say, who is this? You come back by December, you now have a brand new skill. Any new, a minimum of 500K per month. You come back in December, you now have a brand new mindset, a brand new set of habits, a brand new set of behavior. That's what we're talking about. I repeat, we are not saying disappear completely from the face of the earth and not take care of your children and not listen to your husband or listen to your wife. That's not what we're saying. We are saying for these 6 months, can you shut out distractions? Listen, we all know the things that are stopping us from achieving success. Do you know? We all know the habits. We all know the skills we need. We all know the mindset we need to have. We all know the habits we need to acquire. We are saying this next 6 months, can we really, really start doing something different so that we can have a different result? Because it's like we are in the middle of the year. And if you have not gotten to the middle of your dreams, it means that there's something you need to change. And this is the moment for you to change that thing. We don't need to change our makeups. We don't need to change our dress. We don't need to change our family members. We don't need to change our jobs. We don't necessarily have to change our jobs. What we need to change is who we currently are. If you can change yourself on the inside, trust me, your outer circumstances will begin to change as well. And how do you change? It is through these things I have mentioned earlier on, starting from your habits, from your mindset, from your skills. Jim Rohn says that we are usually just one skill away from doubling our income, sometimes even from 10x in our incomes. And that's what we want to do for these next 6 months. I know why I brought back this topic because like I said, lots of energies last 2 weeks. We have to sustain that. I saw kids that literally started their own YouTube channels. Oh yes, after 2 weeks. And I was so impressed. I saw kids that started their own businesses, little businesses here and there. I have a child in the UK as well that started a YouTube channel. And in just the space of 2 weeks, he's already thriving because I had this training with him. His target is that by the end of the year, he wants to be earning a minimum of £1,000 per month. Can you imagine that? Isn't that amazing? Oh, yes. You can be an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, and you can be earning like what? 2 million naira every month. Yes, Favor, you can do that. Yes, you can. 11, 12. You own a YouTube channel, you are whatever. There are lots of things you can do today. I'm going to share some of them with you. And you tell mommy, mommy, I'm going to take care of my school fees this month. Mommy, don't just mommy, relax, I'm going to take care of you. Mommy, what do you want? Let me take care. Tell your daddy, you want to go on a vacation? Okay, don't worry, I got it planned out. How do you feel like? How would you feel to do that at 12, at 15? You can start planning that now. You can start to have an entrepreneurial mindset, even though you are just 8, even though you're 7. Those are the kind of mindsets that set the like of Mark Zuckerberg and the rest apart. Go and make your research. This guy started when they were 10, when they were less. Go and check Mark Zuckerberg. He started to create Facebook at 10. And he failed for about 10 years before he started to really, really work. He didn't wait till he finished university. That's a myth. That you have to begin to pursue your dreams only when you finish university. No. You can be 12, you can be 13, and you can be already richer financially than your parents were at 45. With the guidance of your parents, of course. But then the riches I'm talking about is not even just financial. Are we together? Because for you to be a 12-year-old making that kind of money, imagine the mindset you would have. Imagine the person you will become. A lot of you are here based on the things I have taught you in the last 6 months. Even the mindset you have, I didn't have it when I was 20. That's a huge difference. I mean, I didn't have me. But you have me. You have your parents. You have your teachers. You have all these amazing people out there. I'm talking to my kids now. Imagine the possibilities. There's a lot you can do, guys. Do not settle for an average life. Just going to school and come back every day, asking mommy to give you money, asking daddy to give you this. Think outside the box. Tell daddy and mommy, this is what I want to do. What do you think? If they get their permission, they begin to guide you. Begin to think, bring ideas. You can be the person to invest the next big thing in the world. Your daddy won't allow you to pay your school fee. Someone is writing it down. Are you making the money? Make the money first. When you make the money and he's not allowing you to pay your school fee, that's a good problem. Or do you have the ideas? That's the point. Because also whatever ideas you have, you must run them via your parents. And so if you truly, genuinely, let's say, for instance, began a YouTube channel, or for instance, you learned how to code. I know a child, the parent discovered that this boy had like 4 million in an account. My God. This is a very moderate family. The boy learned how to code. You know what we call coding? The boy learned literally how to code. I think the boy is like 13. He learned how to code, opened internet. From the boarding school where he was going, the boy had 4 million in the account. I didn't even know how to intervene when I was being told. Because how could you do that without informing your parents? But thank God when we checked, everything he did was legal. There was nothing illegal there. But imagine a 14-year-old having 4 million in a hidden account. Just imagine that. What I'm trying to say is that we live in a world right now, everything is possible. Are we together? It's a world of possibilities. It's not like before. Like the information you need to achieve anything right now is just a click away. It's now a knowledge-based economy. If you're poor, I say this respectfully, it's your fault. If you come out of a poor family, I say it all the time. If you come out of a poor family, it's not your fault, though. You can't do anything. But my dear, if a poor family still comes out of you, that one is your fault. Okay, so you can end that. You can end this trick. Coming out of a poor family is not your problem. But a poor family does not have to come out of you as well. Everything you need to make it today is there. And for this next 6 months. For some of you, anyways, I have a slide to explain that. Let me not just talk so that we don't spend more time than I thought we would. So, in addition to the points I gave you last week, I insist this does not replace in any way the things we taught last week. Go back to that video because in that video I gave you step by step exactly what you need to do. But today I wanted to give you 7 extra steps on the things you could do in these 6 months from now till December. The first one, very important, even though it's very difficult. You have to let go of the losers in your life. Somebody repeat after me. I have to let go of losers. Repeat it. Say it. I have to let go of losers. And you say it, you don't even have to see. Usually I would say respectfully speaking, but now I don't care. For the sake of your future, if you love your future, if you love your life, tell them bye-bye. When I get up, I will come and lift you. But for now, I have to go there first. All of you cannot be here. Nobody will lift anybody. It's time for you to let go of the losers. Are we together? It's time for you to subtract the losers and multiply the winners. I said last week, if you hang out with 6 intelligent persons, you'll be the 7th intelligent person. With 6 rich persons, you'll be the 7th rich persons. 7th rich person, I beg your pardon. But if you hang out with 7 stupid people, you'll be the 7th stupid person. The 6. If you hang out with 6 poor masses, you'll be the 7th poor masses. So it's time for you to pay attention to the kind of friends you have around you. Because these people literally, wherever they are headed is where you're headed. As long as you keep hanging around them, you're going to begin to think like them, speak like them, laugh like them. You're going to begin to use the same idiosyncrasies as them. It's time for you to say goodbye to all the losers in your life. That's the first step. People come into your life for 2 reasons. It's either they're helping you to become who God wants you to be, or they're taking you away from who God wants you to be. Helping you become your best version, or keeping you where you are. So it's time for you to make a list of the top 10 people in your life right now, people you interact with every day, and people you listen to. And then begin to either mark or cancel. How does this person inspire me? Take your time and analyze. See, when you finish analyzing, all those you have canceled, because maybe the only thing they do is to gossip with you, or to make you angry, or to come and do whatever with you, or to go and take you to a bar to drink. My dear, if you love your life and understand that you only have this one life to live, begin to stay away from them. You don't even need to call them. Don't call them and say, you know what, I attended a conference, Coach Casey say you're a loser, and I don't need that. That's what I'm saying. Just begin to stay away. Begin to stay away and get closer to those that you've marked. And then begin to look for people that are where you want to be. Make friends with them. Listen, you have to learn to make friends with those that are where you want to be. It's uncomfortable, I know. But you have to be humble enough to understand that these people are already crushing my dreams. They are living my dreams. I don't care if I have to literally beg. Are we together? Do what you can. Look for a way to serve them. Yeah, voila. Service, start from there. Look for something that you think they need. Offer to serve there. They will allow you. And as they're serving, get close. And when they tell them, please, sir, can I take you out for a lunch? I'm going to pay. I just want to, you're doing a lot. Whatever it is, beg them. And then when you sit down there, tell them, sir, please give me, I want you to, please give me one secret. What is, give me one tip. Give me one secret that will change my life, sir. Hey, humble yourself. Sir, I admire you. Ma, I admire you. You live your humility. Could you give me one tip, ma? One tip, sir, something that I can apply in my life. Listen, everybody is here at the top. It is an illusion. It's a lie to think that they will not want to give you their secret. It's not true. Everyone at the top, always, they are looking for humble persons that want to come and know their secrets. One of the greatest compliments you can give anybody who is crushing their dreams is to tell them, you inspire me. Please give me your secret, or please share with me something I can apply to my life. Are we together? It's not true that they will not want. It's not true. Maybe it's a book they will recommend to you. Or like I said in my case, maybe they would just tell you, go back home, honor your parents, buy whatever for your mom, and tell them to pray for you. I told you in my own case. And just that, you're like, I should go and tell my mother to pray for me. What's that? And you go and do it. Mommy, thank you so much for bringing me into this life. You've been the most amazing person. I know I've not been the best son, I've not been the best daughter, but you've been there. You've gone through so much for me. And today I just want to say thank you. Mommy, I brought this 5,000 and I just want to sow this seed in your life. It is not your pocket money, it's nothing. I just want to say thank you. Take this. But mommy, please, I want you to pray for me. I would like you to sincerely pray for me, because I know that it's an anointing over your life as my mother, that if you pray for me, God is going to listen to you. But mom is going to say, but I pray for you every day. And you say, I know, mommy, but this one is special. And mom will say, kneel down, my son. And she will remove her shoes. My God. And she'll begin to speak life over you. And you live there. Hey, you will know that something has shifted. Everything just begins to work. The same mother has been there. The same mother. But because now there is now something different that you did, there's something called honor. And honor is the key to access, because you have not added honor to the equation. That singular prayer, you look back 5 years, my God, everything has changed. So this person does not really have to tell you, go disappear for 6 months. It could just be one very simple tip, one book. It's time for you to let go of what? Of losers. But if you love your future, if you love your life, this life is only one. If it's easy to fry akara or easy to eat beans, it's your business. But if you love your future, you love your life, you want to become everything God wants you to be, this step is very important. Let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 in the equation is that you have to delete your unhealthy addictions. Unhealthy addictions. Maybe we're going to begin with social media. That is number 1 unhealthy addiction of today. Except you make money through social media. My advice for you, if you have a social media account that is literally taking you away, you know you're addicted to Facebook, to Instagram. Okay, let me tell you guys, me, Coach Casey, when I gave this training last 2 weeks ago, I deleted Facebook. I deleted Facebook, literally from my phone, even as a businessman. Okay, so I've not told you guys, I love sports. I'm a lover of sports. It's like one of my hobbies. And not just sports, I'm a football fan. I love Arsenal. All right. And for those of you that know 18 or 2 about football lovers, you know it can be an addiction. It can be a crazy addiction. Now, it has been an addiction for me. All right. And it's transfer window, and every club is buying players. Arsenal just crushed 3 players. And every day I'm online trying to know what's going on, gossiping, what's going on, other clubs, what they're buying. And then all of these things are taking my time. When I was doing my 6-month plan, I told myself, I'm not going to continuously spend 30 minutes or 1 hour on Facebook every day. No way. I deleted the application. I deleted the app from my favorite phone. So, in all honesty, do I still go to Facebook? Because as a businessman, I have to monitor what's going on in my accounts. I do that, but when I want to do it, I do it my less favorite phone, and I do it probably once every 2 days. So this time around, I just go there, spend 5 minutes, and I'm gone. Nothing interesting to check. Compared to spending 1 hour every single day, I have cut down. I've literally cut down so much. And so, you know what I've replaced that with? Because when you cut down these things, you replace them with something else. I now replace them with spending 1 hour every day practicing the languages I learned. I know how to speak Italian, French, and Spanish. So every day I channel that energy to, watching something on these languages, because speaking the language fluently is one thing. Continuously speaking them fluently, especially if you're not in the country where they're spoken, is another thing. So right now, I have a system right now replacing that 1 hour time with keeping my Spanish, my French, and my Italian intact. And in a space of 2 weeks, I can see, wow, all the most complicated sentences that I'm beginning to let go of, they're coming back. So let go of addictive behaviors you have, addictions. So I don't know, for some of you, I don't know how many of you deleted Facebook that day, or maybe Instagram. honestly, you have to be honest with yourself. There's this social media, which one? Is it Twitter? You cannot do without it. Every second you are there. You have taught your brain to always go to Facebook. That's the only way you have joy. See, if you don't delete that app, especially if you're not making money from it, it is going to ruin your life. I know what I'm saying. There are people that they are so addicted to social media, they spend 5 hours. Mine was 1 hour. I would have spent like 5 hours. I'm sorry for you. So let's go off those things you're addicted to. Social media is there. What else now? Netflix is there. Hey, delete it completely. That's the easiest way. You take your phone, you check Netflix, no longer there. You say, okay, I forgot, I've deleted it. Then what are you doing? You're rewiring your brain. You are rewiring. There's a rewire because guess what? Earlier on, whenever you pick up your phone, the first thing that your brain is telling you to do, Netflix, whenever you have any small time, or Facebook. Are we together? That's how it was. So now that it's no longer there, you actually go and check. Maybe you type Facebook, you realize, Facebook is gone. Okay, fine. I remember I deleted it. So what's happening now? You're re-educating your brain. And how does it feel to be in charge? It feels so good. Facebook was in charge of your life earlier. I didn't know. Netflix, whatever it is you're addicted to, was in charge of your life. I'm realizing now. But when you delete it, you become in charge. You're telling your brain that I'm in charge. My personal power is back. I'm not losing it to anybody or anything. So that's number 2. Let's go to number 3. Time is going. Number 3 says, add a new stream of income. I wish I can take my time to explain this particular one, because if I want to, this is an entire topic on its own. For some of you, not all of you, go back and really, really re-examine that job you're doing. Sometimes that is the devil that is stopping you from being rich. Sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, go back and evaluate and either add a stream of income or completely switch to something else. I'm going to explain this. If you're an employee, okay, if you're an employee, sit down and analyze. I've shared this with 2 persons in the last 3 days, and it really blessed them. Because some of us, we are scared of taking risks. And because of the fear of taking risks, our life remained the same. After 5 years, it's still the same. Okay. Now, if you're an employee and you go to your job every day, what do you go there to do? Speak. I'm seeing your lips. Just speak. What do you go to your work to do? You go to work, isn't it? Fantastic. Follow me. Follow this illustration. Now, when you work every day, at the end of the month, what are you given? Answer me now. Answer. Don't answer in your head. Blessing Udwaka, I can see you. Answer. Don't answer in your head. Okay. When you work every day, at the end of the month, what are you giving? You're giving a salary, isn't it? Fantastic. Thank you. Love it. Now, as you've been given this salary, what do you do with the salary? Once you receive your salary, what do you do with it? You pay bills. True or true? Remember, there is work, then there's salary, then you pay bills. After you pay bills with the salary, what happens? What happens is that you become broke. True or true? Why are you looking at me as if I don't know what I'm saying? I repeat, you do the work, you earn a salary, so that they can pay you bills, so that they pay you salary, so that they can earn salary and pay your bills. And when you finish paying your bills, you become broke. Now that you're broke, what do you have to do again? You have to work again, so that I can earn salary again, so that I can pay bills again, so that I can become broke again, which means you must do what again? Work again, to earn salary again, to pay bills again, to become broke again. So you must do what again? Work again, to earn salary again, to pay bills again, to become broke again, so that I can do what again? If anybody has, if go back and think of what I'm telling you right now. Now, you invest all the time you have in the world. Listen, guys, 8 hours a day. Do you know what time means? What time means? Do you know? See, even if you have your time for 1 month, you're not going to work and you can think. In this economy, in 1 month, you can bring out an idea that can earn you 500K per month. The next month, if you have your time to think. So what is going on with you is that, first of all, your 24 hours a day is being robbed, which means you don't even have time to think about your future. Are we together? Not only is it being robbed, what is now bringing in is not even enough to sustain you now. And above all, it's not giving you the chance to plan for a better future. So 5 years' time, you are in a job, And in 5 years, what is happening is that you have only moved from 70,000 to 100,000 in 5 years of 24 hours every day. In 5 years of 24 hours every day, I deliver that person today. And I dare you in this next 6 months. I won't tell you what to do so that you won't say Coach Casey is the one that say I should quit my job. But go and sit down and truly analyze. Think about your life. Think about your life. See, it's a good thing if that job permits you to start to build a skill to start a second stream of income, which is where we are right now. So that gradually, this second stream of income, once it now becomes big enough compared to a salary, you can now leave a salary and give it full time. Usually that is the right strategy. But if you know that even this so-called stream is not giving you anything reasonable at all, and then it's now taking a lot of your time, you know what to do. See, this is your brain. No matter how dumb it is, as long as it has time to think, as long as you have it, as in, because the problem now is that you don't even have time to think. You are too busy thinking about how that company can move on. You don't even have time to think. When you come back, what happens? You're tired. You begin to what? Cook for your kids or satisfy your hobby. And then you sleep. Before you know it, you're awake. The same routine every day. 5 years time, the same routine. You've taught your brain to be poor, actually. 10 years time, 25 years time. And one day you wake up and you open your mouth and you say, oh God, I have 25 years of experience. What 25 years of experience do you have? What you have is 1 year of experience 25 times. Because for the last 25 years, you have done the same thing over and over again. How have you grown mentally, emotionally, spiritually? How have you grown in skills, in mindset? You cannot waste your life. See, tonight is the end of that cycle. As long as you have met me, it is over. Holy Ghost fire. Yes or yes? It is time for you to sit down and think about your life. Your time is the most valuable asset you have. Anything you are doing that is not helping you grow, my dear, think about it. Think twice. Anything you're doing that is not building you up to become a better version of yourself, capable of attracting a higher level of life, I won't tell you what to do, but you yourself, you know what to do. Invest in things. That's why I say when you're getting into a job, the question should not be, what am I earning? Boss, how much are you paying me? That's a poor man's way of thinking. It's, what am I becoming here? Not what am I earning here? What am I becoming here? Who am I becoming here? You get a job, 5 years time, you're still the same person. What is the plan for the future? It means that you are literally a slave to that job. What am I becoming here? Okay, if I get this job, it's going to encourage me to build this skill. It's going to encourage me to build that skill. It's going to encourage me to have knowledge in this field. With this job, I'm going to be reading every day. Or I'm going to whatever it is. If that's not the kind of thing you're doing, and then it's not now paying you good money, it means that you have invested your time in a low leverage activity. That's what the poor people do. You have to begin to think twice and spend this next 6 months creating a second stream of income that you can be doing by this side. But don't just do it. Be smart. I'm going to recommend a book for you, Millionaire's Fast Lane. If you're not ready to read that book, please don't read it, because don't say Coach Casey told me anything. That book is going to radically scatter your head. If you think that what I've said now is already, maybe what I'm saying now is already scattering somebody's head here. I don't know. Hello. Let me look at all your faces. Maybe as I'm speaking, now let me look at all your faces. Voila. Maybe as I'm speaking right now, somebody's head is already being scattered. So if you know that your head cannot be scattered more than the way I've scattered it already, just remain where you are. You know, nice and easy. Go to work every day, come back, take care of your children, take care of your husband, go to work again tomorrow. If you know that you cannot afford for your head to be scattered more than it has already been scattered by Coach Casey tonight. But if you know that you have space for more, I dare you to go and read the book called Millionaire's Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. It will scatter your head, but in a good way. The book will just be hitting you bass boost like this every day. Hey, you'll be saying, my God, is this my life? Millionaire's Fast Lane. Millionaire's Fast Lane. Millionaire's Fast Lane. Whatever you see inside there, it is MJ DeMarco that is telling you to do it, not me. Or it is the one who is telling you those things. But it's an important book for anyone who wants to be rich. Millionaire's Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. C'est bon? Are we good? Is anybody learning something? Are we getting somewhere? Amazing, amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's go to our next point. When you get home, when you finish from this meeting, just be singing that, begin to compose a song with that thing. Work, salary, pay bills, become broke, work, salary, pay bills, become broke, work, salary. Just compose a song. It's going to help you, honestly. Oh, sorry. I think I'm mistakenly sharing something. It's going to help you. Create a song. When you sing the song to yourself all the time, it will remind you that this is not the equation of success, and to make you to take the right action. Are we together? Work, salary, pay bills, become broke, work, salary, pay bills, become broke, work, salary, pay bills, become broke. Listen, I say this respectfully speaking. I'm not saying this to offend anybody. I'm not saying this to offend anybody. I'm not. I say this respectfully. And I say this because I want to also provoke somebody. I know that there's something inside of you that you're not allowing to come out because you're scared. When I shared this with somebody today, you know what she said? She said, "Oh, but school fees is next month. I'm the one paying my children's school fees. Okay, if I start this, because what I told this person is a person who her job is not paying her anything as far as I'm concerned, but her job takes a lot of her time. I thought that if you can invest that time to think very well about your life, in next 6 months, you can enter instead of what you're earning. So the fear was that, okay, if I leave this job now because I want to focus on, because she actually already has something she's doing. She just needs to master it and learn how to scale it, something that can be international. The fear is, and that's the fear of every employee, what if? Only 2 words, but they are responsible for some of the greatest poverties in the world. What if? And we're always thinking negatively. Nobody ever thinks, okay, what if I become successful after doing this? It's always, what if I become poor? What if? How do I pay? How do I pay school fees? What if? Worst case scenarios, 1,000 ways why it will not work. But what if it works? At least if it does not work, you already see, as in, your life is already the way it is. If it does not work, it's not so bad. It's not so different from the way it is. You know what will happen. As in, if it doesn't work out, you already know what will happen. You are here, you're already here. But what if it works? Are we together? Just what if? Imagine the life you can live. Imagine the life you can champion. Just what if you take that risk? Are we together? I'm not necessarily asking you to quit your job. Please don't get me wrong. But it could be maybe starting something else, even as you're working, using your time off work to start something else. Don't come back home and begin to watch Netflix, my mothers. Don't come back home and begin to watch television, Telemundo, Z World, Big Brothers. You're arguing. You cannot be broke and still not know how to use your time well. No. Manage your time properly. Yes or yes? Okay, let's move on. If I've offended anybody, forgive me. Not intentional. Number 4, learn a new high income skill. In this next 6 months, this is one of the most important points of today, even from last week as well. Learn in this next 6 months, can you invest in learning a new high income skill? Listen, we are usually just one skill away from changing our lives completely. One skill. One or more. Can you think of a skill, a high income skill that you can learn right now that in the next 6 months can completely change your finances? Let me give you an example. Last week, I brought this out to you, and I'm going to share again out of the abundance of my heart. All right. So take a look at those skills. These are skills that you can learn. These are high income skills. There are people that are earning millions on a monthly basis with these skills I have here. Learn how to run Facebook ads and begin to run for people that they'll pay you, and even run it for a business. All of these things are on Facebook, on YouTube. Learn how to write articles for people. Writing, there are people that write and they are earning millions every week in the world where we're in. They write for companies in the UK, in the US, in Nigeria. Learn search engine optimization. Start a YouTube channel. Start a coaching business based on knowledge you have. Are we together? Shopify, enter into e-commerce, for instance, a Shopify store, Facebook ad revenue. So begin to give value. Begin to give value on Facebook and gather so many followers that you begin to monetize your Facebook. Sponsorships, you're going to get deals here and there. Instagram, YouTube, start a clothing company. But then, as you're finding this, because these are all solutions to problems, as you're finding solutions to these problems, look for innovative ways. There are tailors that are earning 30K per month. But there are also people in the same clothing company, clothing sectors that are earning millions on a weekly basis. Everything can be revamped today. Everything can be done in an innovative way. In a package what you have. Don't do it locally. Package well. Yes or yes? Let's go to the next slide on skills. Oh la la. Just a second, guys. So package what you have very well. Sorry, guys. Because our slides was not ready today, so I'm literally having to share with you guys here. Voila, look at the other skills. You can create and sell courses. You can create and sell courses. So many people sell courses here and there today based on the knowledge you have. Are we together? You can do affiliate marketing. There are a lot of kids out there. You don't have to produce any products. You're just learning how to sell the product for other people. Affiliate marketing. Please take your time and investigate on this particular one. Many people are earning lots of money. It's just a skill you can learn in 6 months. Are we together? Blogging, coding, like the kid I told you, 14-year-old, 4 million naira in his account. Learn a foreign language. In Bijwa, we have Speak French Fast program. Dedicate the next 6 months to becoming fluent in French, for instance. Yes. Imagine the possibilities. Graphic designing, video editing, podcasting, freelancing, writing an ebook, consulting. Hey, my God. It's a knowledge-based economy, Lady Lovett. It's a knowledge-based economy. Everything is online. All the framework for success is there right now. In the days of our forefathers, where will they go and learn these things? They can't learn all of these things. They can't. You need physical teachers. But you know what? Everything is now online. You don't even have to pay for them. What a lazy generation we have. Myself inclusive. Everything you need is free. Google, YouTube. See, go on Google now, type how to be stupid. You'll get answers. Type anything. Anything you type, you will get answers. How to run mad. You see it there. How to become a millionaire. Everything is there. Step by step. 5 steps to becoming stupid. Step 1. Step 2. Yes or yes. Everything is there. Everything you need. All the framework for success is available today. If our forefathers, with the lack of knowledge, all those, how much knowledge has been hidden, if the likes of Bill Gates and the rest are still billionaires, how much more me and you? That everything is now open to us. I'm pushing you guys because I don't want you to settle for anything mediocre. Lady Blessing, Lady Lovett. Those of you are on my screen, so I'm seeing everything you're doing. Yes or yes. This is the season. This is the time. Invest in yourself. There is no excuse for any mediocre life right now. There's no excuse. Okay, you were born into a poor family. No problem. It's not your problem. My dear, once you begin to cross 30, it's not your fault. Cross 40, in fact 30, it's not your fault. It's no longer your parents' fault. The problem is now you. Because in those 30 years, you have all the time you had to acquire knowledge, to acquire skills. Yes or yes? True or true? Maybe I listen to me right now. You're saying, Coach Casey, can you just calm down? I know you're saying the truth, but I will say it the way it's coming into my heart. Because I want to push somebody today. Yes or yes? So acquire skills. Choose not too many skills. 1, maximum 2 skills. Maximum 2 skills. Skills that you know that. Video editing. Do you know how much people are looking for? I mean, even if you know how to do video editing, it's not just to work for others, work for yourself as well. If you have a channel, for instance, and you can manipulate all those videos, catchy, how to do Facebook ads. There's a knowledge you have. People are always calling you to ask for that knowledge. They're not paying for it. Monetize it. Some of you are here. All your friends, they're calling you. Whenever their heart is broken, you're the one that they'll call. You don't know that it's money you're joking with. It's money. As their heart is breaking like this, you're the one they will call. Hey, they begin to cry. And you offer them solace. You talk to them. You're like a healing balm to their broken hearts. You can convert that to money. Relationship counseling, coaching, all of those things. Some of you are there. People are always, nobody will take a decision in your family if they don't consult you. Leadership skill. Monetize it. Some of you can crack joke. I know since Sabinus. You can make money. Some of you are there, kids. I know seeing kids, comedians, kids online. So rich. 13-year-old comedians. I'm not saying that's what you must do. They're already rich. Can already do a lot of things. Some things come naturally to you. Monetize. Monetize. We can be kids and be motivational speakers, dishing out motivational content every week. And if you have a good video editor, after a while, your channel will be flooded with hundreds of millions of persons. YouTube, you don't even have to reach millions. YouTube begin to pay you every day. You just go and post one thing. Just come and steal one thing, Coach Casey say, and go and re-say it. You're not the one that said it, though. You just stole and go and repeated it. Everybody's listening, and you're making money. Even though you will not send some to me, no problem. But can you begin to do something? Yes or yes? Favor, are you ready? You ready? Yes. I know you're ready. I need to be the pride of your family, a blessing to your nation, Nigeria, and become an asset to the world. The time begins now. Toluwani, Boluwatife, it is now. It is now, Lady Divine. Are we together? Femi, it is now. Adiel, it is now. Alvina from Lagos, it is now. Lady Kanye, now is the time to begin. Precious, Asha, Augustina, Lady Sarah, you don't have a choice. The way I chase you every day, you cannot even try yourself. Yes or yes, now is the time. Let's hurry up with the remaining two, I think, things there, and we'll call it good night. Where are we? Okay. Now, read every day. No, network. I have to rush over this next three because time is fast spent. Network. You have to network. Network. What do I mean by networking? Make new friends, meet people, go to events. When they say there's a marriage, attend the marriage. Go and attend. Go there. So they have to be go there. Go and make new friends. Don't just go there and be focused on eating rice. Don't used to eat in your house. Go there and make new friends. Exchange phone numbers. It's an event, business conference, whatever. Go there. Go there. Make friends. Become a networker in quotes. That is someone who is always, very open to making new friends. Look for reasonable contacts. Exchange, because see what networking does to you is that it brings new ideas and brings new people. Listen, when God wants to bless somebody, you know what God does? He brings someone into your life. One person can come into your life and change everything forever. And when God also wants to protect you, you know what he does? He takes somebody from your life. There's probably someone in your life right now that is stopping you from going to the next level. You don't know. The day God wants to bless you, to be taking that person away. So go and network. Go and network. One person can come and change everything. God will not bless you by himself. God blesses men through men. So if you're in your house every day, how will God bless you? Go out, make more friends. And when you make them, don't tell them to give you the urgent 2K. Get close. Learn what they are doing. Collaborate with them. Because a lot of us have missed destiny because of urgent 2K. Someone that is meant to give you a contract or change your life. You go and ask for urgent 2K or 5K. They give you the money and then it's over. When you begin to call, you don't pick your call again because you have shown them you don't have value. Not everybody should start begging or doing whatever. Get closer to people and try to, become friends. Know who they are. See how you can serve and what you can give them, not what you can take from them. Every rich person loves people that are willing to, give to them as well. Even the rich wants to receive. It doesn't have to be money. Are we together? Okay, so that's networking. The next one is reading. We are in BGY. I don't have to dwell too much about reading. I've talked too much about reading. This is BGY. What we are readers. We have kids here that do 100 pages per day. That's what we do. So read every day. Change that pattern in your brain. Develop your mindset. The number one way to do that is to read. Reading is going to do what? It's going to help you build your mindset, help you be a lifelong learner. Reading will make you smarter, build up communication skill. Reading is going to give you ideas. This BGY came from a book I read. The whole of this BGY at this today came from a book I read. Everything about this BGY, it started from a book. A lot of ideas I've had in my life started from a book. One book can change your life forever. Are we together? And so the last one is to volunteer. Yes. So if you don't know what to do in this next 6 months, look for an organization that can give you massive value and volunteer there for free. It's an amazing thing. Look for where you can volunteer. Even if you already know what you can do, look for places that you can volunteer, especially places where volunteering gives the opportunity for free to become a better version of yourself. It's powerful. Who has learned something tonight? Chi ha appris quelque chose ce soir? Vous avez appris? Che hai imparato? Let me show off a little bit. One of my friends once told me, you can speak all these languages. Oh my God, you're too humble. If I can speak only one of these languages, hey, all my village people, they will hear word. They will not hear word. And then somebody once told me, someone say, you're too humble, and you're in this country. You can speak all these languages, you're in Nigeria. That if they can speak just one, the way they would have Japa. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, Becoming the Greatest You Academy is an academy that helps you to not to disappear for 6 months, but to spend every moment of your life consciously building these things I've mentioned earlier on: your knowledge, your skills, your mindset, your habits, your relationships, and every single thing. It's an academy that helps you to, the mission of the academy is to help you become the best version of yourself. For some of you here, about 3 weeks ago, we brought out kids here that literally, and what's her name? Jewel, who at the time was reading 13. Now Jewel reads 100 pages per day. That's the report I'm getting. Even me, I'm getting scared for her. Imagine a child of 12 reading 100 pages per day. And when we interviewed her here, she said that by the time she's 30, she wants to have 10 streams of income. Imagine that kind of mindset at 12. Imagine I could think like that. Imagine I could think like that even at 20. My life wouldn't be the way it is right now. And you all saw, what's his name? Dunamis, who, my God, inspired all of us here. He does 70 pages minimum every day. These kids are doing extraordinary things all over the world. So what we do in BGY is to help people to acquire those amazing habits, those amazing skills, mindsets that are going to help you become an extraordinary person. Look at what we have here. For instance, this is what we give our kids every month after they complete the cycle. We help kids and adults, not just kids, adults, build discipline, consistency. These are the two most important life skills that is responsible for those that are successful. Excellent reading habits, structured morning routine. When our kids wake up, they have their morning affirmations, their visualization, they do journaling, they set their goals for the day, they exercise every single day, they read. All of these habits of the rich. Personal hygiene, digital skills, communication skills, journaling and goal setting skills, growth mindset, character. We help our kids build character, because at the end of the day, it's your character that will help you sustain success. Are we together? Winners habits, time management, manners, and kindness. And ladies and gentlemen, Becoming the Greatest You Academy has only one objective, and that objective is to help you become everything that God has willed for you to be. We also have the language speaking aspect, which is a skill acquisition where you can learn French, Italian, or Spanish within a space of 3 months and even become fluent in it. Are we together? So I'm just going to share with you briefly. So I've given you a template, a short template on what we do. And because time is fast spent, if you want to be a part of Becoming the Greatest You Academy, I'm just going to share this piece of information. That's the phone number to contact. Are we together? You can get a list of the pricing for all our different services, and then you can sign up. So we have group coaching, BGY group coaching. Of course, there is the BGY VIP as well. And then there's one-on-one live coaching if you want to, on live coaching or public speaking coaching with me. That one is a one-on-one, and I'm going to have a personal session with you once a week. But if you cannot afford that, you can join the group coaching for kids and for adults. And you can just reach out to those numbers, that number on the screen, and my team is going to attend to you. You can get all the information that you want. Just one more slide to show you what the BGY Speak French Fast program looks like. And it's a program that focuses on speaking French. So you begin to speak French from the very first day you join. Yes, so it's a Speak French Fast program. And in the space of 3 months, you could learn to speak French fluently if you begin today. Now, before we go, I'm going to give the floor, because I know a lot of you would like to share, but 2 weeks ago, we shared this topic, and I know a lot of you have been running, but I want to give the floor to one person who is one of the highest beneficiaries. I believe she's gaining from BGY much more than, even me, I'm gaining. All her family members are in BGY, and she's what you call a proud ambassador of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. She has been running and running and running. I want her to share with us, what has she been doing? How were you impacted from that the training of 2 weeks ago? What have you been doing with regards to this training? And share with us in general the impact of BGY in your life and in your family. I don't know how you're going to do it, Lady Sarah, but you're going to have to do all of this in about 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together as we welcome on stage my amazing, fantastic student in whom I am so proud. She is one of the greatest elocutionists in the whole of Nigeria, and she's also my friend. Put your hands together as we welcome Lady Sarah Praise Emorotu.
Good evening, Coach Casey. Good evening, everyone. Well, I am so grateful. BGY has made a tremendous impact in my life and my family. Talking about last week, 2 weeks ago, when after the conference, that is about running with the next 6 months, of the year, of the last 6 months of the year. In fact, I actually had to put myself under pressure. I have been working, currently working on my book. And also, I used to shy away from social media. And I've had people tell me many times, "Oh, you're too good not to be on social media." But then I would always shy away from it. But Coach Casey, motivated me, and I had to start up an online coaching, for kids. Very soon, I'm going to begin with the online coaching for adults, preparing to start up a full course online. And I usually shy away from summer trainings and classes, but this time I decided to do something about it. It's been amazing, so much. I have achieved a lot between the last week and now, and to be very sincere, the pressure has been high on me, so high. Thank you so much. I want to be able to come here and show something more tangible at the end of the 6 month. Thank you so much, Coach Casey.
Okay, thank you so much, Lady Sarah. Like to add this.
I hear you.
Somebody says no audio. Is it true? You guys cannot hear me. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Can I see your thumbs up? Okay. You guys cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? You can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh. So I was saying thank you so much, Lady Sarah, for sharing with us. I know you have a lot to share. So right now I'm going to give the floor to anyone that would like to share. How do you feel about tonight's training? Have you been inspired? If you want to share, raise your hand digitally and tell us how you've been impacted by the training. What did you like the most? And especially what commitment are you taking for the next 6 months? If you want to share, you can raise your hand digitally, or you can wave your hand like this. Hopefully I will see you and I will give you the floor. Okay. I'm seeing, okay, let's give the floor to Rachel. Rachel, please unmute yourself and speak. Wait, Rachel, who first? Okay. Yes, Rachel, you have the floor.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening.
You're talking about what I learned today. I learned that if you want to let things go for the next 6 months, the question you should ask yourself is, what do you want to let go? For more space of achievement, not failure. So I understood one thing, which was your failure, your setback will disappear when you are willing to achieve things you think you cannot achieve. You said, what if you become better? Poor people live poor because they're not willing to go out of their poverty. If you are not willing to do things, no matter how good you are at it, you won't get it. So you have to leave some certain setback, some certain things that can keep you back. For example, watching television for 2 hours. Those 2 hours can be the 2 best parts of your life you can use to read. and understand great things that will be sold as a seed.
Amazing. Thank you. Are you done? Okay, great. So let's give the floor to Kanye as well. Kanye, are you there? Unmute yourself and speak. Are you speaking? Okay, I think she's okay. Unmute yourself now. Let's go.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Good evening.
What I learned today that we should not watch TV and watch social media, do social media for half an hour, and I also learned that we should always build our habits.
Okay, amazing. Don't spend your whole day watching social media and build your habits, build good habits. What about the adults? Excuse me. Who else wants to share? Okay, so let us give the floor to Alex. Alex, unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, coaches. What I learned is books are very good for your mind. They make you have wisdom, and you can use books. You can use other people's books you can carry other people's wisdom from their books that they have written to your own wisdom, so you will know more.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alex. Let's give the floor to Esther, our beautiful MC from tonight. And I want to listen to more adults share. Esther, can you share?
Okay. Okay, good evening, Coach Casey. Thank you, sir. Okay, I learned that lose a friend. People who do not add value to your life, you need to let go of them so you can actually create more room for people who can help you grow. You need more mentors. Learn to serve. You have access to things money cannot buy. And also, I learned to learn a high income skill like video editing, and got so good because of my mentor. I'm on a course on that. So I've learned also to network. I hope I can do that by God's grace, because I'm someone who do not know how to do that, but I'll learn to do so. And you've actually made some wonderful, wonderful points there, and I'll make sure to put that into action. Thank you for today, sir.
Good evening, Coach Casey. What I learned is that 5 impossible gaps blocking you from creating the life of your dreams. Number 1, knowledge gap. Number 2, skill gap. Number 3, mindset gap. Number 4, habit gap. Number 5, relationship gap. Thank you, Coach Casey.
What I learned from the video is that we have to discipline ourselves to do the work we want to do in the future. And even if we do not have enough money, still don't give up. You may still get money. And also come up with ideas which will bring more people to see your job, and they will respect you. And because of that, one day you fulfill your whole dreams to become what you want.
Okay, Zadok, thank you so much for sharing. And I want to say thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's good to see all of you. And I hope this session tonight has blessed all of you. I'm seeing someone still saying they want to share. Unfortunately, we have to go because our time is fast spent. We're going to have another session, of course, on Tuesday. For those of you joining us for the first time, you want to register yourself or your kids to be part of the academy. Once again, this is the number to reach out to, and all the information that you need, you can get to the number on WhatsApp. I'll just get back to all those who invited you, and then they can give you the information you need. You can register today and start your journey to become your best version tomorrow. The program is called the BGY program, the Becoming the Greatest You program. It is 99% of what makes us have so much results in our academy. The Zoom session is just a part of what we do, 1%. All right. So God bless you all. See you all on Tuesday, 8 p.m. for another amazing session right here in Becoming the Greatest You Academy. Merci beaucoup. Have a great night rest and see you all on Tuesday. You can unmute yourself and let me hear your tiny ones.
Bye.
Bye.